that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
There are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that, because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult. Probably not the guy that most people would bet on.
Who wins?
It's like a little kid fighting a bunch of sumo wrestlers. Usually the sumo wrestlers win. We're a little scrappy company. Every now and again, a little scrappy company wins. And I think this will be one of them.
Everyone from the Doge community that's in here tonight, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Right at this moment, I want you to stop what you're doing. Even anything else you might be doing, we'll have in the stream. And I want you to look. I want you to look at that computer screen monitor or that TV screen in front of you with that thumbnail art and my voice coming through to you right now. And I want you to understand one big, simple, epic concept. We are going to win. We are going to win. We are going to win. We've got the Doge momentum. Can you dig it?
Maybe have some fun. I mean, it's like there's a good chance that crypto is the future currency of Earth. Right. And then it's like, well, which one is it going to be? Like, what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
Right. Wow. No, absolutely. So, to the moon.
To the moon.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
No.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
Hey, what's going on, fam? This is your man, Real Deal, Steele, coming to you live this Thursday night. Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. Good to see you guys. If you could just take a moment to smash that like button, would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, I'd like to personally welcome you and invite you to subscribe, hit that notification bell on all. And yeah, we're just going to kind of get into it tonight. Looks like the Doge is on an upswing at the moment right now, just hanging nicely over 27 cents. And yeah, we're just doing it to it. We got William Hatfield, Larry Ramirez, Casanova, Swift Pilot, Blue Vuitton, which I always like, Alan Schneider, Musty, Beto, good to see you, Beto, 7-1, Larry Ramirez, the list goes on. At this time, I'd like to bring in my esteemed colleague and co-host. It's Dogecoin billionaire, Nick Balls. Nick, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's going all right, Steven. This is going to be a very quick show for me tonight.
Sure. We got a real late start.
Yeah, I woke up today super late for me, which is I woke up at 9 o'clock, and anytime that's like crazy for me to wake up at 9, and anytime I oversleep, I just feel like death all day. My body doesn't like it.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, there's definitely such thing as the oversleep effect, where it makes you just as tired as if you didn't get enough. Yeah, definitely. I'm the same way. Xavier says, excited about XRP. Well, you've got good reason to be, my friend. You got good reason to be. XRP is flying, absolutely flying. So congrats to you XRP holders. That is awesome. Hummus Pizza, welcome. Guys, obviously, if you feel compelled to super chat anytime throughout this broadcast, that's I really appreciate it for the time and efforts put in. And yeah, if you'd like to check out membership, there's 3 different tiers of membership to unlock. Just click the join button below the video there. Check those out. Now that we got that out of the way, we're cruising about 27 cents. We peaked at about almost 30 cents last night. Didn't quite get there, but it was pretty close. Now I would say what we're experiencing now, Nick, is some healthy retracement before consolidating and ramping up again. What do you say?
Yeah, I pretty much completely agree. Actually, I said I was going to talk to my former boss yesterday, and I talked to him this morning. We pretty much just chatted about crypto the whole time. It was pretty cool. And he's a big XRP guy and a bunch of other things. And unfortunately, he told me he held Shiba, and I was like, no. I had to break the news to him. But he agreed that I think we're looking at a double top type of situation that's going to play out in the markets, and we both kind of agreed on that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been seeing too. And right now, maybe it's the Steele effect once again. Since we got on here, we've kind of just been going up a watch. It'll retrace down to 25 cents as soon as I say that. But yeah, it's fun to play around with what we call the Steele effect here. I know that I saw you a little bit of speculation. I think someone might have asked you online today where and when you saw Dogecoin hitting 35 cents.
They actually asked me if it was going to hit 44 cents in the next week. And I said that I think a week is probably too tight of a time frame to get up to that level. But I do think we could be in the mid to high 30s, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds about right. What we're experiencing right now, I think is healthy. I'd actually be a bit concerned if we just kept going up and up and up from last night. What do you say?
Yeah, I actually posted about that today. I was like, you know what? It's really good to see these kind of moves, and this is a move of a healthy market, right?
Yeah.
Nothing is cruising down like crazy. Nothing is cruising up like crazy. It's just steadily building higher and higher. So, yeah, definitely.
Right on. And just to break into the thumbnail topic that I had in there tonight, there seems to be a really solid revival right when it started to maybe fade a little bit for the Dogecoin community getting behind AMC. The pressure is just on. I wouldn't say pressure might be too harsh a word, but the attention to it is super up. There's just AMC Doge is just back and trending at full force. FX Empire had an article on it today, and it went a little something like this. I'll read a little bit of it for you. Dogecoin investors look to get on the radar again of AMC chief. Dogecoin is currently seventh biggest crypto on the market cap of $36 billion. Leading the coins, often jockeying position with the exception of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And Doge has been climbing up in the ranks again. If the Dogecoin community has enough sway with corporate America, the coin could continue to rise. Dogecoin investors have watched as movie chain AMC touted Bitcoin. AMC revealed its Q2 earnings report that it plans this year to accept Bitcoin payments by the end of the year. Now that it's clear that AMC CEO Adam Aron has caught crypto fever, Dogecoin's investors are laying in, hoping that he will look their way. Doge fans are cheering AMC for being a progressive company on crypto, and they are asking the CEO to think even bigger. On Twitter, overwhelming support urging CEO Aron to consider Dogecoin as a payment method, touting features such as speedier and price transactions lower, correct on both counts. Dogecoin is said to complete approximately 33 transactions per second versus Bitcoin's 7 TPS. I mean, that's quite a difference, Nick. I mean, that is quite a difference. The Dogecoin.
Are you going to wait around? Are you going to wait around 20 minutes for your popcorn?
Oh, exactly. The Dogecoin community is also playing the AMC stock status, considering that cryptocurrency industry Doge similarly fits the bill for the meme coin. And then it has a tweet here reference from our friend It's All Risky. And then David Gostein, also out there, out in front again. I haven't spoke with David in a while. I got to touch base with him.
I know. I was going to say I haven't heard from David in a hot minute. I'd imagine he's losing his mind not being on Spaces.
Yeah. How come he hasn't been on Spaces?
I mean, there's not a lot of Spaces anymore.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah. They kind of just. I know they kind of fizzled out, and we saw that coming, but yeah, David's in the news, been in the news on board with the AMC Doge movement, so it was good to see. And there's just been a groundswell. I know on my Twitter, just tons of support for AMC Doge-centric material, and the community, everyone in this chat, everyone's been just doing really good, keeping this issue front and center. And now it's back in the news again. And this is the groundswell we like to see, that we talk about. It starts with us, guys. It starts with us. We create enough of a groundswell towards a particular Doge-centric issue that we're trying to promote and draw attention to. Enough of us do it, the news starts picking up on it, and then next thing you know, it's news. Next thing you know, it's on people's consciousness again. Next thing you know, that CEO of AMC is kind of taking a second look at what's going on here, and what's the deal. What's the deal with this dog money? Beto, thank you for the $2 super chat. Oh, I got another super chat. Cool. I'll get to that in a second. Beto, thank you for the $2 super chat. Nick, I need to drop some LBs. Any good supplements? Take it away, buddy.
Yes. My go-to natural supplements are yohimbine hydrochloride, which you can get off of Amazon. It's about $15 a bottle from a company called Enhanced Athlete, who used to be one of my sponsors. And then also an all-natural stim-free fat burner by my other sponsor company, Species Nutrition, called Lipolyze. Those are the two fat burners that I use pretty much year round. Fun thing about Yohimbine, if you're a guy or a girl, the original intention for Yohimbine was to be a performance enhancer in the bedroom, but it turns out it's better at burning fat. So, but it is nice. It was invented to be like Viagra before Viagra, so it works really well for that. And then if you want to get into like the more not natural stuff, like the pharmaceutical world, I do use clenbuterol for contest prep, and that is it's not over the counter. You have to get it from some guy, but clenbuterol works wonders too. I love that.
Right on. So there you go, Beto, coming from the pro right there with some solid advice. Delos Doge coming with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Delos Doge. Sup, Steven, Steele, and Nick. Long time. Miss you guys. And the gang, Doge, AMC to the moon. Yes, indeed. Delos Doge, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you mixing up in the chat again. Thank you for the super chat and your continued support of the program. Great to see you back in the mix. And I got a little bit of nice breaking news here. Mark Cuban just tweeted out, coming soon to Mavs.com, a summer merch sale with special pricing to those who pay with Dogecoin. So that is awesome. That is great. We love to see it. So special pricing for those who pay with Dogecoin. Just fantastic. So Mark Cuban really making things happen in the real life proof of concept business world. He's just been really incremental, really, in the beginning phases of Dogecoin adoption. I mean, it's and for him to come circle back to Dogecoin again, and not only let people know that the Mavs accept Dogecoin, but you actually get even special discounts paying with Doge. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, he's been a pioneer of Dogecoin payments for sure.
Yeah, he's a Dogecoin pioneer, and he's gonna go down in history as that for sure. I was watching Living with Lucy. Who was watching Live with Lucy? We love Living with Lucy here. She's awesome. The next story I got here is from FX Street. I'd love to get your feedback on this, Nick. The title of it's just a little bit of a technical analysis article. Dogecoin price prediction for Doge. Eager to begin quest for 40 cents. Dogecoin activates with cup and handle pattern today to trade above, which traded. So this came out late yesterday, which traded above the handle high of 28.8. Doge is on pace to close the fourth consecutive positive month, demonstrated a newfound commitment and emotion for the meme token. The cup high of 29 cents proves to be a tough resistance for the rally continuation. Dogecoin price orchestrated at 28.14% gain on August 7th, climbed over 40% at the August 8th high of 28.8, busting the rare tight range that defined Doge through late July or beginning of August. Resulting improvement of price structure taking form cup and handle base has created an opportunity for higher price at the beginning of the cycle trend. So let me get to the rest of the meat of this. Last night's attempt, Doge breakout above the handle of 29 cents. Moving forward, Doge breakout has now 4 sessions to close above today's high yesterday of 29.5. If not, it would increase probabilities for a deeper correction, potentially flattening the 50-day SMA of 21.6. The moving average closely aligns with the heights of a preceding range. So what do you say? This article is talking about Dogecoin after the ATH of yesterday anyway, which was at 29.5, showing that Dogecoin is looking to ramp up at its next point of a little over 40 cents. What do you say?
I would agree. I think that, yesterday touching the 0.382 level was significant. Breaking through it actually just a little bit. 0.382 levels at 2907 cents. So yeah, I could. The way that the structure is built right now, the way that the candles are forming. The guy who asked me, I think that's why he asked me, will we, break 40 cents by next week? I think that's a week. We could be looking at 40 cents in a week, and I think that even if we didn't break 30 in the next 4 days, I wouldn't be super concerned as long as we were still moving up.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair assessment of matters. And what would you give the probability of 40 cents, let's say, in the next couple of weeks?
Oh, fairly high. Within 2 weeks, I think we can hit 40 cents. I don't think that would be a problem.
Nick Ball's feeling very bullish. I like it. I love it. Hey, Sir Charles Steckler. Good to see you, sir. Literally. I actually really like that name. I like those official old school English names. It's great. How's it going, Stephen and Nick? Hello back. And Beto says, I'm here to moderate a debate. Let's effing go. Well, there's no debate because the person that I challenged to a debate backed down and wouldn't debate me. So there's nobody to debate because the one guy that had a lot to say about me and a lot of other content creators and great people in Dogecoin suddenly doesn't have anything to say when challenged to do it live, face to face on the cameras. Suddenly he had no interest in that. Pretty interesting, huh, Nick?
Yeah, it's really hard to get trolls out from underneath their bridges.
Yeah, they're so used to bridges. Yeah, it's definitely out of their comfort zone.
Very much so. It almost never happens, actually. And I doubt we'd ever see that particular troll out from his bridge.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen.
Primarily because I don't think that he's got Wi-Fi signal off of the 405 or whatever he's sleeping under. I think once he steps out from underneath that viaduct, I think it just, it's a dead zone out there. So
how do you think he's able to have internet access to tweet all day? Do you think he just sits outside of a Starbucks? Actually, you don't have to buy anything. You can hang out in the Starbucks. I'll buy anything. That's their new policy. There you go. James Woods come with a $5 super chat. Next T-shirt logo. Can you dig it? Let's Doge. I like the idea, John, and thank you for it. I will consider it. I honestly will consider it. I like that idea. It's just really funny. It's interesting because here is a guy, right, who spent months slandering and attacking me with just the most boneheaded, idiotic criticisms, like nothing burgers. And I'm not the only one. Pretty much just takes aim at just anybody who's super productive in Dogecoin, basically, that puts out a lot of content and, basically anyone who's super productive within the Doge community just ends up taking aim at. So, I
he's going after a lot of normal people too.
Oh, just like just random community members that maybe have a slight disagreement with them, and then it's just like all of a sudden he's put them in the evil column. It's just it's like dealing with people like that. It's like dealing with like a religious extremist. I guess that's what the mentalities are very similar to religious extremists or cultists, wherein they have this purity, these like unrealistic purity tests, right? And if in their eyes, even though you could probably look to, these are the people that always have the most skeletons in their closet, right? But they just always look for some point of contention or disagreement, and that's actually not the worst part. The worst part is lying about it, misrepresenting and distorting those things, right? So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's one of these things where, he trolled me and talked smack about me for a few months now. And then finally I'm like, okay, bro, let's debate. Let's have at it. Well, but the conditions are we're going to do it live and you're going to show your face. If you're willing to do that, let's have a debate. And, all these months you've spent talking smack about me, and pretty much literally every Doge content creator and Billy Marcus, you can have it out. You can voice your opinion and let's have a debate. And then all of a sudden was like, oh, I don't debate people like him, blah, blah. Oh, okay. So you can throw all this heavy accusations and baseless just nonsense out there day after day. And it's just like super boneheaded stuff. This is super low IQ stuff. It's not very well thought out. It does nothing but just sow division and contention within the community, where it's so unnecessary. And then finally I just said, listen, I'm going to give you an opportunity and you can come on my show. And if you have nothing to hide, you're calling everybody else the frauds. He just uses that word just like willy-nilly on anyone and everything that rubs him the wrong way. But here we have a guy, a grown man, behind an anonymous profile on an anonymous name with no picture, and he's lobbying out these big, heavy, hard accusations on tons of people and lying about them every day. And he's calling other people the frauds. Give me a break, dude. Give me a break. If you're going to go out of your way to do bring all that kind of harassment to all these people without even being able to back up your allegations, secondly. And then thirdly, you're going to do it anonymously. And then when I confront you and ask you to come on the air with me and have it out man to man and debate, you turn it down, you back out. Real Dogecoin OG is a 100% complete and total profile and cowardice. A complete coward. He is the fraud. And the reason why we know there's a lot of things that really point to this. Nick, you touched on it yesterday, wherein the people, what do you think is the most probable scenario? The obnoxious guy that's saying every Doge content creator is a problem and more than half the community are frauds and every Doge content creator are frauds. Do you think that's the truth, or do you actually think the problem is with the one person that's purporting all of that? It's kind of like, the person that can't get along with anyone anywhere, hardly at all, and everybody else is the problem. What's the pattern here? It's just classic 101 keyboard warrior bullshit. And so I just wanted to get that out there. I'm not going to spend any more time on the real Dogecoin OG. But I just wanted to kind of just strike back at him. I just saw him bullying people, including me, but bullying, literally making girls cry. I watched him do that for months. For months I've watched him do this. So finally I just decided to confront him and have it out today. And I called him on his shit. So it really doesn't matter whatever this guy says from here on out. I've watched him bully everyone long enough. I told him exactly how I felt. I drew the line in the sand. I challenged him to a live debate, and he totally wimped out. He's a wimp. He's an absolute coward. Absolute, total, 100% coward, wimp, full of it. He doesn't have the guts. He's not a man. He's not an OG, that's for sure. So I'm not the one hiding. He is. I'm not the one with anything to hide. He is. And he will always go down as a supreme profile and absolute cowardice. And that's all I got to say about that. So let's see. Let's get to the next story. You still with me, Nick?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm just slowly fading.
Okay, I won't keep it much longer. And you can peace out a little early if you want. It's no problem.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that.
Okay, no problem, Nick. I know you're fading. I can hear it. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me for the first part of it, and I'll finish it out from here, buddy. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. For everybody in the chat, hit the subscribe, hit the like, everybody. I'm going to bed.
All right, Nick. Sounds good. All right. See ya. All right. So then it's just me, guys. It's your man, Real Deal, Steven Steele. And I'm just going to finish up, carry out the show the best way I know how. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Doge price increased more than 35% in the last 7 days. Bazinga reports. Doge's price increased over the past 6% over the last 24 hours. Over the past week, Doge has experienced an uptick of over 35%, moving from 0.2% of its current price as it stands right now. The coin's all-time high is 73 cents, so we remember that as briefly as it lasted. The chart compares the price movement to volatility of Dogecoin over the past 24 hours and its price movement over the past week. The gray band's Bollinger Bands, measuring the volatility of both the daily and weekly price movements. The wider the bands are and the larger the gray area at any given moment, the larger the volatility. So that's what I'm looking at over here. Dogecoin's trading volume. This is the biggest part of this. This is the biggest statistic to me. Dogecoin's trading volume has climbed over 278% over the past week, with a circulating supply of the coin, which increased 0.8%. This brings the circulating supply to 131 billion. That trading volume, you guys, that trading volume to climb almost 300% over the last week, that's a lot of trading activity. That's an insane amount of trading activity. That is really, really impressive, really impressive. Just to put things kind of in perspective for you guys. So Dogecoin, over the last week, it's gone up 34%. Even though we're in retracement right now, we're down over 6% for the day. But, you know, when in doubt, zoom out. You look at it, 34% up in the last week and up 30% up over the last month. We are, the overall trajectory is still very nice, still very positive. Bitcoin right now trading just under 45,000, still up 12% for the week. Ethereum trading almost right on the dot at 3,100, and it's up over 12% for the week and down 3.6% for the day. And let's see where XRP is doing, because that was the runaway winner of the week. Even XRP is down 4.2% for the day after being up 35% for the week, and still up 35% of the week as it stands now. The reason why I'm also telling you guys this, those of you who are Doge-centric folks that are watching right now, the retracement that we've seen today, or from Doge going from the ATH of yesterday at 29.5 down to under 27 cents as it stands right now, totally normal with in the range of what the rest of the market is doing right now. Nothing surprising, nothing unhealthy. I think this is good. This is good, healthy retracement stuff that you want to see while it consolidates, kind of finds a new floor, accumulates again to ramp it back up. Yuri said, thanks for your dedication to the Doge community. You're very welcome. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. What about Dink Doink? I don't know. I haven't checked out what Dink Doink's been up to or what their chart looks like. But I would suspect it's, I don't want to FUD the project. You'll just have to look, but I suspect it's probably not raging good if I had to guess right now. That's just kind of, what are you going to say? That's the BSC market. It's a real high risk game. Yeah, I did hear about that game, Low Roller Scratcher. I actually tried to get one of the developers of that video game on the show, but they kind of didn't. They kind of just blew me off. They kept asking for credentials on credentials on credentials, and I'm like, okay, But I tried. I tried. Max, hi, Steven Steele. I came on from Living with Lucy, just subscribed and liked. Keep the great work. Awesome, Max times 2. We love it. I love it. Everyone from the Living with Lucy community is welcome here on Steven Steele Live. We love the Living with Lucy community. I love her. I love her show. I love her community. She's one of my favorite content creators in the Doge space. She's very positive. She's great. I think she's great for the Doge community. So great to see more folks from Living with Lucy coming on over here. It's awesome. It's awesome. So let's see. So Nick, you guys, was feeling very bullish there. He gave a little bit of TA under his justification why Dogecoin and his thought that we'll see 35 cents within 10 days, it sounded like, possibly 40 cents within a few weeks. We'll see. Nick feeling pretty bullish, but it usually plays out. Stereogum reports. Now, those who don't know, I know Stereogum from back in the day, being in the music industry. It's a music blog. It's a very popular music blog, and it's got just a little blurb listing story about Dojapalooza. Dionne Warwick headlining Dogecoin Festival. Octogenarian pop legend and very funny tweeter. That's quite a mouthful to describe Dionne Warwick. Octogenarian pop legend and very funny tweeter. Dionne Warwick is headlining the first ever Dojapalooza, an authentic community-driven Dogecoin festival celebrating Elon Musk's favorite meme cryptocurrency. According to the website, Dojapalooza was specially designed as an innovative way to bring the Dogecoin community together with their passion and love for Dogecoin. The festival will take place on October 9th at Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas. Warwick is leading a lineup that also includes her son, Damian Elliott, a musician who's produced records for Destiny's Child, Pink, and Solange. So that's cool. It's good to see. You know, I know there's been some mixed feelings out of the gate about Dojapalooza. And there are some kind of questions surrounding it, and I understand that to a certain degree. But, you know, I wish this festival the best. People can get so caught up in arguing about the stupidest shit. And to me, it's like, I don't know. All I can say is I wish Dojapalooza Festival the best. I want it to succeed. At first I thought, you know, and I still think they might benefit from waiting the next year, 2022, in the wake of the pandemic, trying to pull off a festival. It's going to be probably quite challenging, but, you know, they're going forward with it. They're doing it. They're putting in the work. We're not. You know, there's people that are dedicated, putting up the work and putting up the investment, putting up the money. And all I can say is I wish her the best. I hope they don't lose any money off this. I hope they make some money off it. I hope people have fun. I hope it's a positive experience for all involved. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of leave that at that, guys. Let's see here. Oh, this is a funny one. This is a funny story. Banks Dunn says, I got friends living 20 minutes from Sugar Land. Crashing with them. Awesome. Banks Dunn's going to Dojapalooza. Miles G up in the hizza. We love Miles G. Welcome. Good to see you in the chat, Miles. I saw Mark's recent tweet about Dogecoin. Yes. I just retweeted that. Again, for those of you who missed it, those of you who just came in the chat, I thought I retweeted it. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, just making sure. So Mark Cuban just tweeted about 25 minutes ago, coming soon to Mavs.com, a summer merch sale with special pricing for those who pay with Dogecoin. That is awesome. So not only has he reannounced reaffirmation and dedication to the acceptance of Dogecoin in the Mavs merch store and ticket sales, but he says special pricing for those who pay with Dogecoin. Discounted pricing for Dogecoin those who pay with Dogecoin. That's really awesome. I mean, Mark Cuban's just been such a fantastic ally and very instrumental in really piercing the veil of adoption for Dogecoin and showing other businessmen and women that having Dogecoin as an acceptable checkout option is profitable. The proof of concept has happened. And it's great to see, because for as many places that take Bitcoin, the problem is not many people buy things with Bitcoin, but the few trailblazers that have been willing to accept Dogecoin have yielded solid results, much more positive results than Bitcoin as far as purchasing goes. People's willingness to spend it goes. And that's what we want, folks. We want that. That kind of adoption is key to the success of Dogecoin long term. Cardano ADA at $2. Let's check it out, guys. Let's check it out. Holy smokes. ADA absolutely on fire. Up 44% over the week. Up another 8% for the day. ADA, the runaway winner today. Congrats, Charles Hoskinson. Congrats, Charles Hoskinson. I personally can't listen to the guy for more than 15 minutes at a time. I think it's just a personality preference, honestly. But he must be at home just... he's probably wearing one of his like chainmail night suits and just giddy, running around his house in one. Well, it's actually probably pretty difficult to run around the house in a night costume. Those things are really heavy. I just imagine that Charles Hoskinson's like one of those like Renaissance fair enthusiasts. Like definitely a Renaissance fair enthusiast. So ADR Cardano, just to recap, guys, is up 8% for the day, up 44% for the week. Trading at the time being to the tune of $1.96, $1.97, right in there. Congrats to ADA holders. Your investments are finally really coming through nicely for you. So good to see. Good to see all around there. Also, if you're new here, you're watching Steven Steele Live. I am Steven Steele. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you here. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join our awesome, ever-expanding community. Day to day, we're coming to the mat, or night to night, feeling all right, out of sight, doing all right. Can you dig it? Let's see. Oh, this is the story I want to get to. So, Elon Musk mocks Blue Origin's moonlander after the company argued against SpaceX winning a $3 billion NASA contract. Oh boy, here we go again. Elon mocked Blue Origin after it attacked NASA for awarding SpaceX moonlander contract. Musk tweeted a photo of Blue Origin moonlander with the words, "Somehow, this wasn't convincing." Blue Origin says NASA gave SpaceX preferential treatment for the moonlander contract. Elon Musk on Thursday mocked a photo of Blue Moon and the Blue Moon lander created by Jeff Bezos' aerospace company, Blue Origin. His tweet came hours after Blue Origin once again criticized NASA for awarding SpaceX an exclusive $2.9 billion contract to land humans on the moon. In response to Blue Origin's statement, tweeted by the Washington Post reporter Christian Davenport, Musk tweeted a photo of Blue Moon with the caption, "Somehow this wasn't captivating." And it's a very anticlimactic looking image. It makes more sense when you see the image. And memes have already been made around this. And Blue Origin's pretty salty. Musk later posted a screenshot of a New York Times article in which he changed the name from Blue Moon to Blue Balls. "Oh, stop teasing, Jeff," Musk later wrote. From Blue Moon to Blue Balls. Blue Balls. Those aren't fun, aren't they, fellas? They're not fun. They're never fun. Let's see here. Trucking all day. He's wearing a Doge shirt at home, running around. Probably taking care of Lil X with a Shiba. Oh, well, he's got a Shiba Inu running around too. Have a little Shiba Inu is kind of like having another kid. Let's see what else I got here. Ooh, this was a good one. Come courtesy of Cointelegraph. Ethereum price drops below 3K. But Ethereum options data reflects optimism. 430 million in Ethereum options expire on Friday, and derivatives data show that bulls are in control and planning to push prices even higher in the short term. Ethereum's 80% rally over the last 3 weeks caught professional traders off guard, and this week, upcoming options expiry reveals that 430 million in contracts set to expire and only 7% neutral to bearish put out options will be available if ETH holders hold above 3,200. 160 million of the call buy options have been placed at 3,200 or lower. The net result will be 165 million advantage for neutral to bullish. This gap would be reduced to 120 million if bulls fail to hold the 31,000 or 3,100 support. 10% negative move, 3,200. Price would reduce neutral to bullish instrument advantage to a comfortable 90 million. Thus, no reason to believe that bears will try to pressure the price solely due to Friday's options expiry. Ethereum, despite its recent drop, all signals show massive optimism for Ethereum. Nothing to worry about there as far as I can see. I'm still incredibly bullish about Ethereum, Doge, Bitcoin, long term, for sure. What we're seeing today is healthy retracement after another super bullish day yesterday, and I think we're going to be consolidating and coming back up before not too long. Nick thinks we're going to hit 35 cents within the next 7 to 8 days. I'm seeing the same thing he's seeing in that regard. 40 cents, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite there with the 40% or 40 cent projection. I wouldn't know what timeline to put that on yet, honestly. Yeah. So let's see here. But guys, this is just one of those trading sideways days, right? What happens when people trade sideways? They get bored. They look for other things to do. They look for dumb things to argue about, right? And a lot of this kind of stuff happens when either the market's doing poorly or if it's just kind of unremarkable. It's just trading sideways. People get bored really easy, especially in crypto. They want to see things just dynamically moving constantly, but that's just not how it goes. I mean, it's definitely a hell of a lot more dynamic than the stock market, but it still has its rather somewhat boring days. Not near as many boring days as you'll get with the stock market, but still, even in crypto, you can have kind of an unremarkable day. And that's okay. Logan Simpson, welcome aboard. Yeah, I think that Ethereum and the Ethereum Doge bridge, it's just a fantastic development. That's going to be the absolute most, I think, massive game changer in the crypto market in recent years. I cannot wait till this gets fully adopted and applicable, and it's going to be phenomenal, honestly. Super Duper Hank, Steven, do you miss Upshot? Part of me, yeah. The Upshot that I knew, and the Upshot that I thought I knew, yes. He was just such a seemingly super likable, down-to-earth, folksy, awesome, salt of the earth guy, right? I mean, that was the impression, right? And he still could be that person mostly. Again, I obviously how he handled the coin was the worst way you could possibly handle it. It's just so botched. It's so botched, and it's difficult to gauge how much of it was a premeditated effort and how much of it was just a spontaneous, rash freak out. Or it could have been both. Honestly, it could have been a bit of both. But his show, his daily content was pretty good. His overall, I think his financial advice was pretty solid. I miss mixing it up with him online. It's just a real shame that things went the way they did. And if you want to watch a really interesting episode, it was Sadaf's first show with me when all that happened, when that whole event started transpiring that evening. We were live on the air, so I was forced to kind of cover this live on the air. And if you listen back to it, I think I did about as good a job as I could have covering it as unbiasedly as I knew how, with the information that I was dealing with at the time. Right. I even got one of the developers on the air to talk about what was going on, and it was difficult but necessary for me to quickly recalibrate my brain for my viewers to start entertaining a rug pull, start entertaining that something really definitely wasn't right, because a lot of folks that watched Upshot watched my channel and vice versa. And then definitely had some Upcoin investors that that watch my channel, including me. I lost $400 in Upcoin. I lost all my money in Upcoin, and that my total investment anyway. And so I had the responsibility to not cover for him just because he was a friend. I had a responsibility to look at the data unbiasedly and say, hey, this is not looking good. I can't for sure say this is a rug, but what I can tell you is this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Especially when all the socials started getting deleted. It was, it's a shock to the system, I think, to all of us, to most of us. Swift Pilot lost $9,000. That is really tragic. I am so sorry to hear that. I felt bad for Sadaf. Yeah, she actually enjoyed the spontaneous excitement of coming in during all that. What if he's telling the truth? Super Duper Hank on his explanation. I mean, best case scenario, if he is telling the truth, he still let a lot of people down. He still botched a lot of people's investments, and didn't even give them the opportunity to make it right or mitigate their losses. You know, at that point, you just got a bigger responsibility to your investors to handle it a lot better than he did. Rodrigo says it made me 9K. Rodrigo, smart man. He got out. I should have sold when I saw it spiking. I saw it spiking, and I was also getting ready to go on the air, and I was like, wow, that looks really good. But there were no signs of it slowing down, but I didn't know that there was a coordinated effort to for it to drop so suddenly and so outrageously. But yeah. Shidoshi, someone was just asking about Upshot. It's old news. It's Upshot and his coin, Upcoin. Yeah, and I like I said, I put out one tweet about Upcoin saying that Oh, I'm in on Upcoin because I believe in Upshot, and I think Upshot's a super stand-up guy, and I think he's got a lot of integrity. I mean, I said that, and I was fooled. I don't know how else to put it, because I wouldn't imagine he would have handled a coin the way he did. So, again, I've apologized previously for making that tweet if anybody was affected by it and ended up investing. I feel bad about that because what can I say? I got caught flat-footed. I just wouldn't have expected it out of him. Crypto Tank Girl is in the chat. Welcome, Crypto Tank Girl. Shadosi says, yeah, I was here that night. If Upcoin was a stock, do you think Upshot would be in handcuffs? Ouch. I don't know. Maybe. I would say there's a higher probability of it because there's a lot more regulation in stocks than there is in crypto. So definitely a much higher probability. It was an intense episode, wasn't it? It was intense. You know, when I make love in the forest, it's actually intense. But I forgot who first told me that joke, but I like anything that involves puns or dad jokes or puns, or both. A lot of good memes came out of that night, I'll tell you that. A lot of good Upcoin, Upshot memes came out of it, for sure. Definitely blessed us with a lot of memes. Shidoshi, I like how Steele handled that night. Kudos and very helpful during that time. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know, and then I got again, these minority of haters that were somehow think that I was actually in on it with Upshot. I'm just like, oh, this is so... When people say stuff like this, it's so mind-numbingly stupid. And they say, oh, you shilled Upcoin on the community. I'm like, I tweeted about it once. I had Upshot on the show. Only in one of his appearances, he talked about it, and that was his last appearance in the show. I asked him a lot of questions about it. He talked a lot about it. He seemed really excited about it, and I think this was about 2 weeks before it went bye-bye. What can I say? I had nothing to do with the project in terms of development or being on the team or anything like that. I didn't know much about the project at all other than Upshot was spearheading it, and I considered my friend at the time. And hey, what can I say? Like I got duped. I got duped through putting faith in his character, and yeah. So what can you say? It's just one of those unfortunate things. What do you guys talk about in the members only chat? I think it gets a little spicier. It gets a little bit more behind the scenes. Gets a little bit. It's a pretty relaxed and kind of groovy vibe, and also kind of share with some. I get more detailed about like my portfolio information and things like that, and talk with people about their portfolios and do some of that as well. Jeremy Abbott coming in with a generous $20 super chat. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Another donation for your loss. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I figured Slay Blaze says I figured Upshot was on the up and up. I think we all did. We all got duped. Yeah. I mean, he just had one of those personalities that seemed so naturally down to earth and friendly. I asked Alexa, and Alexa says Doge will be $1 by the end of the year. Oh, wow. Bang stun. I didn't know Alexa made calls like that, you guys. Will Upcoin recover? No. No, it won't. Who knows, though? I mean, I guess there's a super small chance that, super minuscule chance it could see a resurgence, maybe out of irony. I don't know, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I definitely have been duped. Crypto Tank Girl, sorry to hear that. No, not quite, Super Duper Hag. Not quite. Anyway, guys, let's see. What else do I got on my list here? Oh, this comes courtesy of Bitcoin.com. Nancy Pelosi urged to amend harmful cryptocurrency provision in infrastructure bill. This came out 3 hours ago. U.S. Representative Anna Eshoo asked House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to amend the crypto provision in the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill that the Senate passed this week. She urged the House to adopt the bipartisan amendment supported by Treasury Department that provides a solution. Representative Eshoo asked Pelosi to amend the harmful language on crypto in the infrastructure bill. Kudos to Congresswoman Anna Eshoo from California, that she's fighting to what she calls to fix potentially harmful language on cryptocurrency in a bipartisan infrastructure bill. Eshoo wrote in a letter to Pelosi to express concern about the tax reporting requirements for cryptocurrency brokers in the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. She went on to say the legislation uses broad definition of a broker that could encompass miners, validators, and developers of wallets who are unable to comply with reporting requirements. Emmer went on to write, the House must consider amendments to this provision that exempts entities that do not conduct cryptocurrency transactions and keep blockchain software development, cryptocurrency mining, and more in the United States. That's right. We don't want to over legislate and overtax it to push cryptocurrency out of the United States. We need to make an environment legislatively that's very conducive to encourage cryptocurrency industry in the United States to stay here so it doesn't go elsewhere, so other countries and other parts of the world don't capitalize on what we can just be the main, the primary arbiters in first place in ushering in a new era of digital currency. So that's awesome. Big props to that Congresswoman for speaking up, speaking out. Hopefully something gets done in that regard. All right, I'm moving all my cryptos to my laptop. Some scanning program suggestion I can put it on aside from trading platforms. Nicholas, wow. You know what, Nicholas? Tune in tomorrow night. Nick will have some... Sorry, guys. I'm pretty tired. Nick will have some great suggestions for you. And so just make sure to tune in tomorrow night and re-ask that question, Nicholas. Guys, I'm going to cut this one a little short tonight. We've been going over about an hour, going on an hour, about 90 minutes. Yeah, about 90 minutes. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in tonight. Sorry, I'm just still overcoming being run down, and my throat's still recovering, so I got to take care of myself, guys. But thanks again for tuning in, each and every one of you. Love you guys. If those of you, I probably won't be doing a membership stream tonight, but I want to get back to doing them very soon. As soon as I'm feeling better, I will get back to doing them. I promise, because I love doing those. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for the support. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I will talk to you all real soon. This is Steven Steele signing out.